Okay, do you fancy going on a little bear hunt? I'm gonna go catch a big one. I'm gonna go hunt down our little shining gemstone, our little ruby. God, that sounded creepy. I immediately apologise for saying that. Holy shit. If you ever wanted to sound like a sex pest, go call a woman a shining little gemstone. Fucking hell, man. I still have big vibes. There's big vibes coming my way from this little bunker up here. Feel like there's gotta be.
An
There
old
has
door
to be.
worn by elements guards the depot. The wind has blown a sand dune in front of it. The door hasn't been opened in a long while. You see a handle.
It's a red check, so it can't be retried. So if completing the game hinged on succeeding this, the game would be literally Satan. So I don't think this is necessarily the solution. I do think she's going to be in here, but maybe we'll get some sort of key from someone at some point. Is there any other options when we ask what this thing is anyway?
It's military. A service depot of some sort.
Used to service what?
Probably something that is no longer there.
And could the structure have been used to take the shot?
From here to the whirling, I can't see how. The church is in the way.
Okay. Okay. There's no other options thither. I'm trying to think about what we discovered last time. Because we found the bullet underneath the house, and we interrogated the fine lady about it, and the fine lady was all like, well, it ain't mine, and it was probably hers, but I'm not giving her up, so fuck you, copper. So I didn't really get us very far. Maybe these kids know something. Kids might have useful information. They see things, and they're probably less guarded about sharing it with strangers. Yo, kids.
The scruffy-haired little boy kicks a stone while the other watches him do it.
Hey kids, you seen any bad people around?
What bad people?
One of the twins looks up, his mouth slightly open.
I don't think questioning 4-year-olds without their parents present is going to crack the case.
I beg to differ. Is little Lily your sister, by the way?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
That's it, you're being laconic about it.
It doesn't look like he knows what that means.
I'm not sure I know what that means. Laconic. Laconic. As in, does that mean guarded? Does that mean, minimalistic in your speech? Who knows? Laconic, that's one for me to look up later.
Sunset.
Hey, so I bought you your jacket. It's freshly washed.
My jacket?
Yeah, the one you had me clean the seagull shit off of.
A look of consternation crosses the man's face. He looks at you, then at his bottle, then back at you.
What the fuck are you talking about, Tequila?
What the fuck are you talking about?
Rosemary, what the fuck is Tequila talking about?
Aye, that's the jacket you stole 2 weeks ago. From the kid who was making it with his gal on the beach.
That's disgusting. I've never done anything like that in my life. You're both delusional. Found. That's medium concept stuff.
It becomes abundantly clear to you how this man managed to lose his keys, business, friends, and girlfriend. I'm calling it. It's neurological.
Look, I went through some dark shit to get this for you. Take the fucking jacket.
You know what? Fine. Maybe I can pawn it for some booze.
Maybe you can, but thank you for the XP anyway.
Aye, good thinking.
So, now that we got that over and done with, have you seen any red-haired women named Ruby around here lately?
Can't really remember seeing any women after losing my keys.
He really has no idea who this Ruby is, sire.
Okay, fair enough. You seen anything, Rosemary?
The legend, he's back. And firstly, I got smokes and piss and a little speed to spice things up.
Okay. None of that is particularly helpful to me, but thanks anyway. What about you? Any sudden breakthroughs?
Abigail.
Have you seen any women around here lately?
Abigail? Abigail, where are you?
Why shouldn't I call Abigail?
He snorts and beckons you to lean in closer.
I know exactly where this is going, but I'm going to lean in anyway.
Don't call Abigail. Don't call Abigail.
Then he waves his hand as if shooing you away. So tell me about your friends.
Don't you fucking call her. Hear me? Abigail?
Hey, I'm on an important official investigation. I demand you answer my questions.
There's no use in yelling at drunks. He's barely holding it together.
The drunk man starts coughing a really disgusting, hacking cough.
Look, who are you? What's your name?
Don't call Abigail. Don't call.
Slowly, his head nods off to the side and he passes out, tongue dangling from his mouth.
There was little chance he'd be a reliable witness anyway.
Doesn't have to be reliable, he just needs to give me something to go off, you know? Like... Yeah, it might lead to nothing, but it's better than what I've got now, right? I don't suppose you've seen Ruby pass through here? I feel like we've spoken to you already, but...
Waves are beginning to die down. Look at those little bastards. Simmer down. Simmer down, bastards.
Simmer down, bastards. Okay, so the only other people who might perhaps have seen Ruby around here... I guess we can have another chat with little Lily, but that seems unlikely to get us anywhere. But also the Ravers and the Science Lady, right?
Hello, mister.
Do you know anyone called Ruby?
Luby.
Luby?
Luby.
Suddenly the girl gets all serious and leans in as if she's about to tell you a secret.
My mom tells me I'm a big girl, but she doesn't know that I can't say Earl. Or sometimes I can, but then Uller.
Kids.
The lieutenant shakes his head.
Bye!
The girl's large, curious eyes remain fixed on you.
Is that the phasmid? It looks like the phasmid, leaning
What?
against the wall.
What? Where?
Wait, what if this is the fishing rod situation all over again?
Where am I looking? I don't see a phasmid. I don't see a fishing rod. What am I looking at? I see a fire poker. I'm not going to be fooled again. You're going to stand here calmly and observe this non-phasmid until you see what it really is.
Fine. It's not a phasmid. It's not even organic. Just a fire iron resting by the fireplace. But where's your sense of wonder, man?
Forget about the phasmid or the fire iron. Although I wouldn't mind stealing it. Seems like a decent weapon. Admittedly, I'm carrying some massive crowbar multi-tool thing around with me everywhere I go, but, you know. More weapons can only be a good thing. Oh, there is someone else to speak to around here, isn't there? Almost forgot about this lad and his son. Yo, yo, yo.
Hello again.
I'm looking for a suspect. Have you seen anyone suspicious around?
No, I'm afraid I can't help you with this one, officer. It's just a regular day off for me and Mikhail here.
He pats his son's head. Seems like every day off they just stand here staring at this wall.
So you haven't seen anyone around?
No, I'm sorry. As I said, this is just a day off. We just arrived anyway.
There's something friendly and familiar in how he says that. A day off. He's telling the truth. He hasn't seen anyone.
Alright, alright. If my sense of drama says so, then it must be true. It's a shame I sent Gary and the cryptozoologist home, really, because those lads could perchance have been in another pair of eyes, you know. Another pair of pairs of eyes. There's a slit in the concrete here. A sewer. Interesting. The fact that we've just spotted that now and it wasn't a thing previously does make me very curious. Where would we possibly get into the sewer? Possibly through that bunker, right? What?
The light vanishes inside the concrete slit. The structure goes deep under the earth.
Hey Kim, any idea what's down there?
No idea. Could be connected to one of the buildings around here.
Think we might find Ruby down there?
We might find her down somewhere. There's an old storm drain system beneath Martinez that's mostly collapsed. Revachol sewage system has been built and rebuilt 4 or 5 times now. In conclusion, she could be under any building.
But not in there.
I hope not.
So what's in there?
Maybe it's just a storm drain for the sewer.
Oh, slit.
There's no echo and no answer.
Finish the thought then. I don't know. We know she came this way, I believe. She went north, right? That's what the old lady said. So it stands to reason she'd be somewhere in the vicinity. It's a dead end up here otherwise. She's gonna need a place to hide. Keep thinking there's gotta be something out here. There's gotta be something out here that I've just completely missed, but it sure doesn't seem like it, does it? Oh, whoa, 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 what was that? What was that? Well, what triggered that? I saw the little ring pop up. Don't think I didn't. What specific spot do I need to be stood in to have it happen? Come on, we can find it again. I believe. Am I like hallucinating? Am I imagining things? I swear to God the little ring just popped up over his head for a split second there. I heard the little dull pulse noise that you get when it pops up as well. It's like lodged in my brain, that sound is. Can't just be you have to stand on a specific pixel sort of deal, can it? Surely this game doesn't go in for that sort of bullshit. I was wondering if it's like what happens if you start interacting with something and then move away or something.
Yes?
Really doesn't feel like there's much else here. Okay, well, I've definitely missed something there. I've definitely missed something, but I can't for the life of me get it to happen again, so I guess we'll just be on our way. Yeah, we can stop by the Ravers, we can stop by the church. I really don't think either of this lot are going to have seen anything, though. Maybe the man in the rafters. He just sort of lurks and watches and waits.
Yes, what is it?
Have you seen anyone suspicious? Say a woman named Ruby.
What? No, no one's suspicious around here.
There's a man who lives in your rafters.
She has not seen her, sire. 'Tis true.
Alright. Hey rafter man, can we have a word? Can you reappear unto us? Doesn't seem like there's any way of actually forcing an interaction with this lad. He just sort of shows up when he feels like it. Which is indeed a shame. It's not like you can trigger it by standing in the silent zone. I don't know. Church be churchin'. That's about all I've got on that whole ass area. I really wish I could go up onto the rooftop. I still think that's where the shot was taken from. That's the secret. It was Rafterman the whole time. He was the true murderer. This whole Ruby thing is definitely a red herring. Yo.
Hello again.
Have you seen a red-haired woman around?
No.
Just no?
It's pretty desolate here. I only hear the dogs bark at night and see the shadows move down the coast.
That's good. No neighbours to complain about noise when you get the club going.
Exactly. It's our chance to turn the grim desolation into an overwhelmingly fun dance party.
I'd like to know more about your associates.
My associates? I haven't got much to say about them.
What do you mean? You must know something about them.
Of course I do. I just don't tell people about my friends and who they are and so on. I don't provide information on them.
To the cops.
Okay. Maybe I'll ask later about all this.
Don't know what makes you think it'll be any different later, but...
I don't know. We'll see. We shall see. Yo! Trio.
Hi again. So, how are things going? Goodbye.
Nope. No options to ask about.
True, hard, full car. Hard car. Hard car to internally coherent. All car.
He furrows his brow as his very large head traces the sublime invisible movement of the music in the very real air of the stuffy tent.
Hard car. Ah!
No, but seriously, I'm a little worried that it isn't.
The question is, what is the question?
That would have been good if I had asked you a question, but I didn't. Now it's just idiotic.
But there was a question?
Huh? I see you're here again.
Okay, okay. These guys have nothing. I guess they've not left their little slowly defrosting tent. So, yeah, that just about covers it, right? That just about clears the entirety of this side of the map. Can I not go behind the church? Really? Is there not a way round? Apparently not. I swear I came round here the first time I arrived here. Sure I didn't go around the front. Maybe I did. Oh, I might have come under here. Yeah, that's what I might have done. That's fair. That's understandable. But there's just fuck all any further north, right? Great deal of nothing. It's probably worth checking up here just in case she's literally just like sat further up the coast waiting for me. Oh shit. Stuff! I missed stuff! Hate it when I do that. There's another stuff over there. Did I ever loot this stuff? Nope. -2 physical instrument tie. Yeah, that's what I need. I need to be on 0 physical instrument. That'll really help me with my current predicaments. Plural. Ruby left the village and went up the coast. Explore the coast for signs. Well, that's what I'm doing. That's the thing I'm doing. There is a little done section. I guess that means stuff that doesn't necessarily have another step still isn't necessarily done. It's just I guess we don't know what to do next with it. That casts a lot of things in a different light, actually. It's amazing how long it takes me to understand basic mechanics of video games. We've only been playing this for, what, fucking 30 hours at this point. Is it 30 hours yet? Is this 29? Is this 30? I don't know. I couldn't tell you at this point. It's been a long, long journey. And it seems like we got most of the information regarding the case, at least, in the first, like, 10 hours of the game. And since then, we've just sort of been... I mean, stuff's been happening. I'm not going to say it's been a completely empty, you know, gameplay experience since then, but it's just a little bit odd. We don't seem to have taken any major steps with the case for a very, very long time. Oh, was this some... This was a right check, wasn't it? About the bullet holes?
A scattering of bullet holes is spread across the cracked wall, reaching from one corner
Visual
to the other.
calculus. Okay, visual calculus. I'll try and remember that. I definitely won't remember that, but I'll try. Hello? A door, a building, a hiding place. Could the instigator be inside? I don't know. Is there anything we can do about... what? It happened again. Here it is.
There's no way the perk is in here, officer. Look how scarred the boards are. All attempts to pry them off have failed.
Kim, do you think she's in there?
The suspect? God, I hope not. I can't see a way in, though many have tried.
Can I try to get in there?
Not this time. The opposition is insurmountable, but I like the spirit. Have some points.
Thank you.
It's lonely and cold without points. And dangerous. Dangerous too.
Well, nothing more to do here then. I'm happy that I got some points, though. That really fires up the old gamer brain, you know? Mere narrative progression is not true success. What we're really looking for is arbitrary numbers going upwards. But that is how you game. Seriously though, gamification is a very cool tool. It's very cool. I said this, spoke at length about Ring Fit Adventure, which I still think is a fucking incredible game. And the way it encourages exercise through gamification, and it's just a very smart way of sort of breaking down tasks into smaller, more achievable goals. I think it's a very good system. I like to see it happen more. Anything else we can get out of you?
Our tenant, the policeman. I hope the waves don't keep you up at night. What can I help you with?
I had a few more questions about Ruby.
What more do you want to know about that poor girl?
Where did she go?
I don't know. Further up the coast. She tried to leave quietly, but the hinges on that door screeched like a cat in heat. Woke me up. I heard her rushing in those heavy boots, heading up north.
It's a peninsula. She might be trapped.
You'll never find her, you know. She knows the coast like the back of her hand. You only just arrived.
I wouldn't worry about that, man. We are persistent.
Further up the coast we go then.
Are you sure you would rather stay here? Get a nice cozy fire going in the heater? Seems like a better idea to me.
No, you can do it. You still have plenty of juice in you before you drop. Behind the cinder block houses, old pre-war ruins rise to the sky like dark palaces. The wind calls.
Okay, so what's further down the coast?
Not much. There's the abandoned church, the DeLorean Church of Humanity. It's been there since before my time, even.
Why is it abandoned?
Some things just don't fly, officer. Look around. Who'd go to church here? They built it 300 years ago. Must have been nicer then.
So, they don't hold services there anymore? The Ecclesiastes?
No, we've tried, but things just keep happening. Crime, accidents, other things. The place never stays open. It's a pity. It used to be such a nice church.
She's not telling you all she knows. Keep her talking.
Okay, so what else is down coast?
Before you get to the church, there's some ruins, an apartment complex, or some kind of electrical plant. Run-down bunch of houses, empty.
Anything else of note?
Of note? The old fish market up on the boardwalk, but it's closed.
That's it? There's got to be more along the coast.
What? You're one of those real estate people with big plans? If you want a development opportunity, you can check out the abandoned building over at Land's End.
Oh yeah?
Used to be a supply depot, we think, sending goods and ammo across the bay. It's jammed shut though. We tried to get in, see if there was anything to sell or scavenge, but it's impossible. And now you know everything there is to know about this coast.
So they can't get in either. interesting, but not particularly helpful. Not particularly enlightening. Just a little bit depressing, honestly, if I'm being honest with you. Because I feel like that depot has got to be the place we're looking for, right? Because there's just no other areas she could possibly be. I do like how they're just listening to one song all the time in that tent. They have a single song and they enjoy it a lot. Or it's just like an incredibly long, like multi-day long absolute banger of a monster tune. Could go either way, honestly, at this point. Did I ever like interact with this, or did I just talk to them and move on? I feel like I must have done, but I don't know, I'm just looking for things to click on at this point.
You see a once bright mural towering above you. The signage has peeled off over the years, but you can still make out Feld Electrical R&D. A slogan used to intertwine with the loops a long time ago. Now, only a shadow of peeled letters remains. It says, "Tomorrow is just a whisper away."
Tomorrow is just a whisper away.
Looks like tomorrow never came.
The lieutenant raises the collar of his bomber jacket. Step closer.
Above the mural, a collapsed roof, broken windows set in walls that are cracking and will soon also fall, and the coastal breeze rustling and sighing in the remains of the edifice. Feld Electrical. How ironic. All these dark rooms. Feld Electrical, you only know them as a small company that makes ink cartridges. Looks like they used to be big. There's something in the wind. Sometimes the only way to go forward is to fail first.
Could Ruby be in there?
In there? She could. Or she could be in the identical room over there, or in that boat shack. In that church tower, maybe.
Why single out this one building?
Hard to say, honestly. 3%, man. Fucking 3%. Roll it.
Suddenly,
You never know.
all is quiet. There is no cold hand brushing against your forehead. No rustle in the reeds. The wind has died down or gone behind a corner. You only hear distant waves washing the coast. The ruin in front of you is silent as a tomb.
She could be anywhere. How do we find her?
How do we? I was really hoping she'd be in the village. Okay. She's probably north of the village, and this place is a peninsula. We already scanned most of the outdoor areas on our wild cryptid hunt, so we have an understanding of the geography, at least.
True.
And then there's the church. We've already searched that and can rule it out. I know it doesn't feel like progress, but exclusion is a step too.
Well, there's literally only 3 buildings north of the village, right? And if she's not in the church, that only leaves 2.
Anyway, we do it the old-fashioned way, sector by sector. Go over the whole peninsula, ask the locals, enter the places where we can enter first, like we did in the village.
And if that fails, if we don't find her?
Then, if we're desperate, we can look where we can't enter. Bunkers, storm drainage, this place. I'm sure it won't come to that.
He looks behind him at the dark red box crumbling across the chasm.
Walk the coast, the old boardwalk, the reeds. You can always come back here and talk to the wind again. Look where it already got you.
We already have walked the coast, though. We came here last. I guess maybe things will have changed now, though? Possibly, potentially, maybe? Specifically mentioned walk the old boardwalk, so maybe if we go back down here now, we'll get that little pop-up I didn't get last time. No? Really is fuck all here, isn't there? Except this one fucking bin that I keep
There's
staring
some
at.
tear. There's some tear.
Tear!
Two empty. No.
A tragedy.
He shakes his head.
No tear for me. Not this time. This is a tear-free day. The saddest of all days, personally. Am I even me if I'm not collecting random plastic bottles at every possible opportunity? What have I become? Shadow of my former self. I don't know, I feel like, I mean, having done that, now I feel like something must have triggered. We got 30 XP for that, which means it was an important story beat. That doesn't come easy.
An old door, worn by elements, guards the depot.
Not touching it. Not touching that check unless it goes up. It has to be at least like 20-30% before I'm gonna roll the dice on that. Considering I can only do it once, you know. Still just a whole lot of nothing up here. I don't know if we can just talk to Kim. I've not really done much talking to Kim in this game thus far.
Yes.
You know what? Seems a bit late to say this, but I think you should know that I can't remember anything.
No response. He just arches his brow. He's having trouble processing it, believing it even.
I feel like I must repeat this. I don't remember anything. There was heavy drinking involved.
Have you tried concentrating on something other than your personal affairs?
There is a sudden, harsh edge to his voice, like he's tired of hearing about your personal affairs.
So what should I concentrate on?
Try work. The case at hand. It can work miracles.
Well, I'm afraid it's a medical situation.
Really? You look fine to me.
I'm talking serious, unbelievable damage here. If I saw myself in the mirror and I had no idea who I was.
This psychodrama is unbecoming of an officer.
Clearly, he prefers to think you're malingering. He cannot fathom that anyone could drink so much as to retroactively erase their entire life.
It's not psychological. Some sort of major brain damage has occurred, on an unprecedented scale.
Then you should consider seeking medical attention. You can use the radio in my kinema to call your station's Lazareth. Was there anything else you wanted?
Tell me about the case again.
What do you want to know?
Naturally,
Good.
This is clearly just early game shit, right? I don't know. Like, the reaction you just had there, I kind of thought we might get something different than sort of your standard disbelief or whatever, because I've spent, like, what, 4 or 5 days with the dude at this point, and I got an achievement for him liking me, apparently, at some point. So, you know, it goes to show that, like, he's become my buddy. And as such, I thought maybe he'd be a bit more sympathetic about that whole deal, but I guess the game expects you to have had that conversation way earlier than this. Which is fair, honestly. It's fair. I did just get a new quest, though. Tell my station about my brain damage. I'm specifically avoiding doing that, though. Not letting too much go. So we're back at the village again, right? We're back at the village. And we've been everywhere else north of said village. This isn't really north, it's more west than anything. I guess we can go have one last look at it just in case. There's nothing up here. I'm in a big holding tab mood right now. I think maybe I have to succeed that Shivers check, but I can't succeed that Shivers check. It's just not going to happen. Realistically, right? What did we need for this again? I've literally already forgotten. It was one of the blue stats.
Bullet holes is spread across the crack.
Visual calculus. Okay, try and remember visual calculus. Feel like I've got a level up coming on. After that big 30 bomb I picked up a second. It happened again. I'm being haunted. I've been cursed. Oh. I think I maybe just left-clicked so hard that I right-clicked. I think maybe that's what happened. Apparently I can right-click to bring this up. It doesn't do anything, but I can. And I think that's pretty cool. I might walk around with this open. You never know when you might need it. Never know when you might need your mystery circle. Well, I guess that solved that problem. I never thought I could left click so much that I could accidentally cause a right click to happen, but what do I know, I guess. I'm really confused though, because the game has literally just told me to, hey, go look further up the coast, explore everything. But I've kind of explored everything. There's not much everything left to explore.
Mural towers above you, saying,
In there?
why single?
In there?
Why single out?
In there?
Why single?
In there?
Why single?
Not in there. Not in there, it seems. I don't know about this one, man. That fucking shivers check, though. Like, I could start putting points in shivers, but I don't think it will help much. I don't think we're passing that one. So I really, really hope I don't have to in order to complete the game. It's been, you know, quite open by all accounts so far, so it would be a real shame if it really just railroaded you into a single means of completion. Can't use the power of right click to do anything here, no. I don't think this actually does anything, bringing up this circle, by the way. I don't think it has even a single singular use. Not even half a use. Can we do anything more with this?
The mother of humanism stands above
This
you.
is Dolores Day.
The old woman in the village was right. This must be the DeLorean Church of Humanity in Martinez, or the Small Pinewood Church in some records.
You knew of the place?
It's a minor landmark, not easy to find. Most maps misplace it. It was built not long after Revachol's founding, 300 or so years ago, by first-generation settlers.
On the coast of an uninhabited archipelago where only animals had roamed before, in the wild reeds.
Okay, what else do you know?
There used to be 7 stave churches on the coast. Les Setsa, they call them. The 7 Sisters. Only one remains. The rest were burnt in the revolution or used for building materials. We should be respectful here, although the building appears to be deserted. I do not believe we'll find the instigator here. Something else, perhaps?
Respectful? Is the lieutenant a follower of DeLoreanism? A pang of guilt. The lieutenant is leaving something out.
Do you know why it was abandoned?
I have a theory, yes. There was a police raid a while back. I heard the place was shot to pieces. The old woman in the village was being tactful with us when she didn't mention it. She has more respect for the RCM than many around here.
Who conducted the raid?
Well, your station was involved, I hear. Although I can't be sure.
How come the lieutenant isn't sure? Is this confidential information?
You're not sure?
3 precincts were involved in the raid, and people say Precinct 41 was one of them.
I guess I could have been here.
I'm sorry, I'm not saying you were. It was a clandestine operation. I don't know anything about it, why it was conducted, or who participated. I try not to pry into extra-district matters.
If I was here, I should find out what I was doing.
Good luck. You will not get information on a confidential operation from your station secretary just by calling. If you really don't remember, it might be better to keep this one forgotten. It happened a while ago. It's unimportant to our business in Martinez now.
Kim, are you a follower of DeLoreanism?
Yes, we all are. Her name, body, and rule are synonymous with humanism. The laws we enforce are Delorean in origin.
I didn't think you were spiritual.
It's not spiritual, it's constitutional. The Delorean system does not demand faith, only accordance.
Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough, Kimberly. I'm assuming that's what Kim's short for. It's definitely not what Kim's short for. Kim's probably not short for anything, right? That's just a name in certain Asian countries. I don't know, I'm not a man of culture. I can't pretend I am. I've barely left England a handful of times. Unfortunate downsides of being a lazy fucker, I guess. Right, well, on that note, fuck knows, man. We've returned to Joyce. Maybe she's... This isn't where Joyce is. Return to Joyce, see if she's got any other little tidbits for us, perhaps. I don't know. But I feel like we've been about as thorough as it's physically possible to be up there. So, I'm struggling.
Back. Good. What can I help you with? Not an umbrella, I hope. I don't need one myself, you see.
No need. Just tell me something.
Of course.
Oh. Well, these aren't great options, are they? Let's talk more about this boat that you're on.
Well, technically speaking, I'm not on it right now.
I think I have a handle on this boat
Good.
thing. I don't know why she can't just take me on her boat over to the island. That would make my life so much easier. I don't know why I have to wait on her boat. It's very strange. I mean, if I could at least be given the opportunity to ask her, right? To proffer the question. So apparently the drunks mentioned, what, a couple out here on the ice, and he stole the jacket from the lad? That's what it sounded like? I don't know. I don't know if that's relevant in any way to anything. Doesn't really sound particularly relevant, but you never know. It's only 10 to 4. Can't wrap up another day just yet. But what else can I do? What other options exist for old Harry Dubois? Not many. Not a wide, broad, or deep selection at this exact moment. I know, I mean, we should definitely be following up the Ruby thing, but I can't really, so... What else we got? I keep thinking returning to Everard is eventually gonna turn something up for me. He feels like he's like... I mean, obviously he is important, he is a largely relevant NPC, but...
The file cabinet stands steady as ever. Sliding out, a drawer presents you the folders you already went through. On top of them is the handwritten note. The drawer slides shut smoothly.
It's weird there's still an option to interact with it if there's nothing new to do there.
The already familiar cold touch of plastic welcomes you as you pick up the handset.
I wonder who we can ring. We've not tried this, so fuck
The
it.
machine
Why not?
swallows your coin and seems to be waiting for your next move.
Let your muscle memory dial a random number.
Your fingers run over the dial pad. 005. That's the dialing code for Revachol. 4952, and a moment of hesitation before entering the final numbers. 993. Calling. Calling. Still calling. Then...
Video Revachol, 24-hour video rental. You're an 8 and 10mm film for home use. This is Lammy. How may I help you?
Probably not the number I was hoping for, honestly.
The voice of a youngster on the other end sounds as enthusiastic as that of a man walking towards the gallows.
What is this place?
Video Reversal is a 24-hour video rental. We rent 8 and 10mm film for home use. This is Lammy.
Do you know me?
No.
Why did I call you?
Maybe you called to extend your rental period? Do you need to extend your rental period?
My name is Harrier Dubois. Do you have anything on my name?
Let me fire up the machine. Dubois. Dubois. Here we are. You haven't rented anything in 5 years, but you still have a copy of Blue Ocean Hell from November 46. Whoa, not a fun film, that one.
What kind of film is it?
It's not an easy watch. After the death of his daughter and subsequent divorce, Ziemsk immigrant Egidius Wojcik tries to come to terms with the onset of dementia.
Ooh.
No wonder no one's been missing it. Still, it would be great if you could return it to us. We're on the corner of Voyager and Maine.
The call is terminated by the other party. You're left with the discomforting sound of the disconnect tone.
Oh, 10 cents for 5 XP, I'll take it. Seems like a decent trade to me. There was another white check, wasn't there? There's another white check which hasn't... Like, it's absolutely nothing to do with nothing. But here it is. Here it is, lingering, haunting.
You're back before the cargo container. Its draw has not lessened
Rhetoric.
since you were last here.
Rhetoric. Rhetoric to persuade the shipping container to open. I mean, it's clearly not going to work, you know, that way. But maybe there's like someone inside or someone you would open up for me or something. I don't know. I don't know how that's a
hey,
thing.
Mister. I'm not gonna bother you with a long greeting, just like we.
Good, thank you. Thank you for not bothering me with a long greeting or a continued conversation of any sort, because I want to have a word with your boss. Again. Again.
Mr. Dubois, every worker, member of the board. How can I help you today?
Okay, I know this came up a long-ass time ago, but how do you know my name?
Oh, I know everything about you, Harry. I have a big fat folder on you. Very juicy stuff.
Uh-huh.
And the word on the street is your memory is a bit hazy. If that's true, maybe I can help you out. Do you a little favor, so to speak.
Alright.
It might be a good idea to hide your confusion. I mean, see what his game is first.
My memory is fine, don't worry about it.
So good to hear that, Harry. Apparently my sources were wrong.
He pats the brown folder again.
However, if you would have a spot of memory trouble, well, let's just say a fat juicy folder could really fill in the blanks.
He winks at you.
Words flow like a river of honey from his lips. I guess word has already reached him. No matter, no harm done. It's just a brown folder. You can't make out what's written on it.
Are you trying to tell me you've gotten hold of some of our documents?
The lieutenant speaks. Nope, the lieutenant inspects Evrar over his spectacles.
Mr. Kitsuragi, would you mind? Harry has some questions he needs answers to.
Don't just jump to the folder. That's not smart. Shows you're on the edge. Do some probing first.
Have another look at the folder.
As you look at the folder, Everard covers it with his hand and pets it. He's hiding it from you because it's not a real RCM folder. It's just another one of those brown folders you saw in the file cabinet.
That's not an RCM folder.
Okay, Harry, you got me. This is from the Census Bureau, not the RCM. Those Census Bureau people are absolutely corrupt. You should do something about them.
He got the name from the Census Bureau, and everything else from your actions here in Martinez.
Yes, Mr. Kitsuragi from the Census Bureau. Like I said, now I'm actually a very busy man, so is there anything else I can do for you, Harry?
That means he doesn't really know anything about you. A pity. The mystery of you will have to remain a mystery for the time being.
So the Census Bureau says my name is Harry Dubois.
Yes, that's what I said. Try to keep up, okay? Let's move on.
I'm gonna leave now, but we might talk again later. We might. I don't know. We might do a lot of things later. But later it shall have to be, because once again we have reached our time, and I don't know, I feel like we didn't get much done today. I feel like we're sort of scrabbling around for little morsels, little tiny crumbs of information that we can get, little bits of conversations I didn't fully explore previously, and just, you know, the odd item that I haven't picked up or whatever. It feels like I'm 100%ing a game at this point rather than trying to actually progress with it, but I am genuinely really struggling. I'm really struggling at this point. I don't know, maybe I'll have a brainwave before next time and we'll be able to pick up properly. We'll see. And I'll see you later.